Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Hello. Amit, can you hear me? Amit?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, Amit. Good evening. Yes, what's going on, Amit?
Uh, so just check the videos.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay.
that's it.
So, did you get anything from the videos?
Yeah, we means few videos we together checked, and then I'm just opening things.
Like any basics you got from that videos, and
Yeah,
just
from videos. Yes, yes, sir. Uh, the basics, like in first two videos, it was yeah we checked. In third video, I could check only. So that's it.
yes. Where is Bharti?
She joined.
She
No.
is please check it out quickly. Amit,
Yeah, I asked joining. See, she said yes.
ask her to join on time.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. How we can start? Just tell me. So how we can start and any input from your side?
So, sir, we can start like about
Hmm?
discussing the things. That's I think better. We can just dig more like that, or like a company because this is company creation and organization structure. Or from that only we can start. It's
Hmm?
like up to you.
Hmm? Okay. So what idea you have about consulting? Hi, Bharti.
Hi, evening, both of you.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Bharti. Yeah. So my question was to you, both of you, that what is actually consulting? SAP consultant or FIGO consultant?
Consultant is like consultant is a person um who is responsible from end to end cycle,
Hmm?
like from requirement collection to till testing. And it depends on the company to company if they have different teams. Otherwise, he or she should know from end to end things.
What into it?
End to end means from the requirement collection to development, and then testing and supporting and all.
Testing and supporting and all. What is actually collection? What is testing? What is
Oh, okay. In that detail. Okay.
okay?
The requirement collection is like first a consultant collects the requirement of a company,
Hmm.
what type of system they are already using, and what they want from the new one, and what and all that, like what type of information, like what we are entering in the wild organization structure. So all the information they collect, and one blueprint is ready, and then start developing. the system and all
Hmm.
that.
What
Like,
you develop?
sorry, can
What
you
you
say?
develop? You said that developing, right? What you develop?
Developing means configuration, you can say. Development team, the part of configuration comes under development team. And mm, the what we were doing, like these company organization structure and all, um, uh, the configuration of master data, these things. More
So,
you can add, sir. Like, this is what, like, little bit I know.
no. I want your views, like why you are learning this course. That's what is the question here. Okay. See, don't jump into SAP. Okay, that's what is not required actually. Many people, when they think of like learning SAP, they start jumping into learning
Right.
this one, and it's not the question like that. It's the question is,
No, your question was like, what is SAP FICO consultant? So regarding that.
yes, we are
Mhm.
learning here the consulting skills. Then you should know why, what is actually consultant, and why that consulting is required.
Mhm.
Right?
Right.
You should know the purpose of it. You should know the purpose. You should know the idea behind what is that actually, and how it works. That's what my question was. Like, say for example, you are joining a cricket, like maybe some training. Okay, you're
Mhm.
training. You know that you want to play for some team. That's what your aim when you're joining a cricket training,
Mhm.
in cricket coaching. Maybe cricket coaching. Maybe you may join some coachings for this like commerce or something, whatever it is, subject wise. So then you have some purpose over there, because your idea is goal is okay. You want to pass out from that exam, or you want to join some team by playing and learning this. That's the ultimate goal. Like that here, what you are expecting? Why do you want to do this? Yeah, if your expectation is job, then what type of job you are doing
Mhm.
after doing this?
Mhm. The consulting job and
Yes, then what is consulting?
cons. So you tell better, I think, because I could tell only that one.
Hmm?
I could tell only that one.
Yeah, that's what. Why do you want that consulting? What is consulting? Yes, yes. Tell me.
The consultant, uh, like just now I told that, like, who consults with the first client and who consults with the team and then who consults with the, like, basically, like what I told, these all these steps, I think.
Hmm. Yeah. See, Bharti and this one. So you might have already seen my videos. I said already these things, but understand this first. Set your mind first, also why you are doing this, and what is that actually. And just like okay, if you are doing this SAP, this FICO, we are doing this course, and your ultimate goal is to become a FICO consultant. Then what is actually consultant? See, when you are using SAP software, that means any company which is using SAP software, right? So that required a consultant in the backend. What is that actually? See, generally SAP ERPs are used by businesses to run the business, to run the, or else to run means to handle the business. I can say handle the business in better way. Means to control their activities, to act, get the records and other things under control, they use the software. Yeah. So like here, I always use this Reliance, Vodafone. These companies uses Vodafone, MRF, Tata companies uses this software. So these companies, when they're using these like this, there are lakhs of companies are using this. So when these companies are using this SAP, they cannot handle themselves because SAP is not a small software. It required a consultant in the backend. That means if you are working in SAP in this companies, that require accountants to do the accounting activity. Accountants do the accounting activity. You may do the accounting activity like general ledger accounting, accounts payable, accounts receivable. Like this, like the person who is working here, he do all these activities. Okay, but if he is doing that one, that's that software to handle that software. You cannot you required you required to handle that. That means this persons if they are doing this accounting activity in the companies. Okay,
Mhm.
so these persons, when they are doing this activity, they require some person to be in the backend to you said that configuration and other things and all. Example, so the consultant what they do, see here, the consultants they support this accountant. That means we call this as an SAP end users, right? So these end users require consultant in the backend to get the things done properly. Why do we require these end users? Why do they require this? So because SAP cannot be handled like okay, I buy this software and I start using it. It's not possible to understand that software easily and use that according to our use. Just take an example, best example you can take. You go to tax, you pay tax,
Right.
tax, you pay. Anybody?
Yeah.
Anybody
Yes.
pays tax? Yes. So when you are paying tax, do you understand all the tax clauses and do you understand all the deductions that these and all? How do you want to do that?
No, our tax, that person, he pays. He collects the information and he pays. He
Yes.
does all the
That means
activity.
we connect to the tax consultant. Why do you connect to the tax consultant? Why do you connect to the tax consultant? Because you cannot understand this income tax clauses, rules, and this and something little bit confused. We know that what is actually tax, but we don't know how to handle those things.
Hmm.
That's the reason we connect to them and get the consulting. We ask them, okay, you just make all the things done. Even as I know the taxes very well, but even I don't fill the returns or else IT income tax things. I don't do that. I give it to my friend. He's,
Hmm.
he works in auditing and he makes the tax this consulting, and I give it to him and he makes all the doors and I pay for him.
Hmm.
Even I can do that. We know that we can go there and we can update on it because it is not so easy to understand. So easy to understand and this one do the things. We know the work, what is the work to be done, but we don't. We get confused and we don't understand the clarity of the how we have to do it. There may be a chances of mistakes and may not utilize the facilities like this. A lot of things will. So that's required with tax consultant, right?
Hmm.
Am I right?
Right.
Right.
So you go to, say for example, you go to a tourist place, okay, new tourist place. So you connect to the guide there, right? Why do you require guide? You know that that tourist place is good and we can go and roam, and still why do you connect to the guide?
Yeah, because he knows the basics. Like he knows from inside, deep knowledge. He has that place
We can
about him.
roam around, but we may miss many places. We may not
Or
understand
men, yeah,
where
yeah,
to
right,
go, what to do, and what is the basic of it, and where we can actually maximize our tourist experience and all. We don't know that, right? Am I right?
right,
Hmm? The guide is
right.
required. Even though we know that the place is good for tourists, we do that. Like this, the SAP users, they know that what they have to do over there, but they don't know, they cannot do maximize, and they cannot do understand everything in SAP. So they require the consultant that we call it as SAP consultant. There are separate modules in SAP. Like as you know, we have different modules for different activities of the business. To handle accounting, we have financial accounting. To handle reporting, we require controlling module. To handle inventory activities, we require material management. Like this, sales activity, we require sales and distribution. Like this, for every module is there to handle different business activities. For this every module, whatever is there in the SAP, we will be having one. We will be having one user, one consultant, at least one consultant for that respective module consultant. Got it?
Okay.
Hmm? So here that required. So when you are understanding this, when you are trying to do this, our ultimate goal is to make this consultant. The consultant is just like this. We understand the process of process of financial accounting. That means these two modules which we are learning, that FICO. These two modules, FICO module, we are understanding. Okay, here FICO module to from the point of view of consultant. What is this consultant? We are understanding. We don't actually see the tax consultant do not need to file a tax. Okay, a guide need not to be roam around. He may have to roam around to understand, that's it. But he does not require to roam every time. That means the consultant do not do the work here. He will make the things whatever the user's requirement, and they do it. That guidance he will give it how to do that, and he will make the setups in the system. That's the responsibility of a consultant. So we are learning these two modules here for consulting.
Okay,
Yes, the consultant is like when you're learning this, you don't see that okay, we don't need to learn end user. Yes, if you want to know the income tax consultant, then you should know what is income tax. Then only you can become a consultant of income tax, right?
right,
You cannot say like okay, I am a consultant, I don't know what is income tax. Yes, you should know income tax. Then only you can become a consultant. You should know the place, then only you can become a guide for that place. Like that, the consultant means you automatically you understand this process, but ultimately we are understanding the guiding, or else we are doing the things which is users will do, and we are understanding from the point of view of consultant what is the related work or else consultant work we do. Yes, you have seen this already, but I'm
mm-hmm.
going to show you again. Simply set your mind clearly. So if you set your mind clearly where you are heading, then 50% of the work is done. This is reality. I'm telling you. Don't try to understand technically SAP. Okay, what is this GUI and what is this box and what is this? What is this? Don't try that. So that is useless as of now. But that you are going to understand without your knowledge automatically. Don't try that. So here, don't try this. Okay, what is this? What is this? What is this? No, no, it's not going to work out. Here, what you should understand, you have to set your mind actually what you are understanding here, what you are trying to learn here. Then the 50% of work will be done. I'm sure of it. How?
Mm.
See, go for a configuration and where to click and what to click, it's not actually consulting. The consulting is if a company wants to use an SAP here, they use this. They use this. This is SAP Easy Access. They use this sector to do that. For example, a company wants to use any activity for module, like any module for to handle activities, like material management, sales and distribution, production, transport, like whatever it is, like financial accounting as well. These are the modules which they want to use it. Then the consultant from the backend with the T code SPRO, you know that already what is T code. So from the backend, what they are going to do, they are going to activate that module. That means they are going to set up the processes in the module. That's the consultant duty. Just like what I say, I want to process the GL accounts like this. I want to process the transactions like this. I want to control the activities like this. Like this, many questions will arise here for users. Those things which we can set up here. Here we can only do the process. Example, you can create journal entries and the GL account you can view and P&L account balance sheet and these things you can do the view here and do that activity. If you want to do that activity, you must have this setups here. That means that process setup we are going to understand. We are now like process setup we are learning here. We are not actually developing anything. We are not doing any something technical things we are not doing. So for example, you have financial accounting here and general ledger accounting, and general ledger accounting we have to set up. If a company wants to use general ledger accounting, we should set up that. If the company wants account receivables payable, then we should set up. If a company wants a bank, then we should set up. If the company wants fixed asset, then we should set up. If the company do not want this special purpose ledger, then we don't need to do that here. We can ignore it if they don't want. That means what is their requirement here, and we should set up that process here. We are going to understand how these setups can be do. Whatever the process which we know the basic accounting processes that we can understand here. That is the duty which you are going to do after becoming a consultant. Okay, consultant
Okay.
are not like don't think that they are a software engineers or something. So here you know right, my education is BCom MBA. I have no idea of technical things. It's not required also. This is also finance and accounting work, accounting skills, and this job also same. Remember, both are same. Here the process will be done. Here the process are going to be set up. That means if they don't know how to do that, we are going to guide them how to do that. That's the skills you are going to do, just like a guide. Just like how to file the tax and what are the things to be done, how the guide work, so he knows where to go and what to do, like that. Are you getting
Okay.
my point?
Right. Yes.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Yeah. Now,
So in short, sir, what we can say, just like what is consultant, like you asked, I gave long details. So what, in short, what we can, who set up the system or who, because it includes many activities.
it's set up means we don't set up simply. We set up according to the requirement. The process setup. You said that okay, you do the configuration. What actually configuration? We set up the system according to the requirement.
Okay, so it includes requirement collection also, right?
Mm, yes. Requirement means if you want to set up, like if you go to the tax consultant, you say that I like income tax. Then I will ask, okay, what's your business? Are you doing a business?
Yeah.
Are you an
So
employee? All this is requirement.
yeah, by default, it
By
includes,
default.
right?
It's a by default
Means
activity
okay.
requirement. So if they want to use SAP, yes, I'll ask what do you want to set up? What do you want to? Oh,
Okay.
like what's your business? That's the requirement. See, from like from the professional way, we can say like that. Okay, requirement. So everybody do not understand that requirement. You have to
Mm-hmm.
come to the layman language to understand SAP. Okay, so what I guide, I set up the system. Setup is simple word, then configuration. We
Okay.
understand setup faster than configuration, right? Like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, this is how you this is what you're going to understand here. The entire course. Then what you are going to learn here. Yes, there are many topics are there, many things we are going to learn, and we can go ahead with one by one and other things and all. So I'll take up these topics here. Okay. See, this is the plan which we are going to use it. Okay. So we have to understand in this way. And many topics are not may not be much important till the end. You don't require. So based on your commitment and based on your this like what your involvement, I'm going to cover the topics, most of the topics, like specifically this additional. Say for example, what's the problem we face, right? If
Mm-hmm.
you do not practice properly, if you do not practice properly, so at this point, say for example, finance, first FI part only is there. Okay. So what are important topics for an entire career is the like to build up your career is there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't practice at this point, I'll come to know what's your level of understanding.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Financial reports because we can catch up easily. What's when you are asking because we divert the topic from here to understand controlling model. That means see understanding and going and doing controlling model is easy, but don't try it that way. So you want to understand why the controlling model is required. What's the purpose behind the introducing controlling model? We can go there and we can do the creation of configure the controlling model and we can say okay create cost center, profit center, and other things. But if you don't know why you are doing that, what's the use of doing that? Even if someone uses the videos, they can do that. You should know that. See, when you are properly practicing and other things, and you get lot of questions here. Example here you see here there's a
Mm-hmm.
common cost is highlighted in red. Okay, for that batch I did not do that common cost because they are not practicing. I said that if I do that also it's useless. Okay, let us go with other things. If they do that, if they understand that, then they're going to like what is that they're going to get an idea of okay yes the purpose of that particular common cost and other things and all. So ultimately what happens these topics till here is going to be mandatory. I do that. So in that if you want a deeper sense and if you want that a deeper what you call knowledge, then your practice and the timely update about the understanding questions and other things are going to play an important role, remember.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you don't do that, then okay, commonly whatever I want and whatever is in. Because if you don't practice and if you're not interested, if you get busy or something, if I tell these things in deeper, you don't understand.
Right.
It's just like okay, you do it for you should not feel guilt because you paid.
Mm-hmm.
This is the reality because we have seen that. So what I'm trying to motivate you here. So the topics which are important for your entire career is these are the important which we made personally. Okay, these are the important things. They should know at least what is the idea. But some of the topics you cannot understand without having the basic knowledge. Example, if you want to understand this process, you should know the accounting basic. Okay, without accounting basis you cannot understand these four topics. When you understand accounting basis, then okay, this process, if you don't understand this process, then you cannot understand. If you don't understand this process, then you don't understand this process, because I can do what to do over there. But if you don't know the basic here, because if you don't practice this, you don't understand this practice, because these topics are dependent on this, and these topics dependent on your basics. Basics means don't they think that okay, you want to be an expert in say then accounting. Your main basic general ledger accounting, accounts payable, account receivable, this is enough. Like say for example, what is P&L account, what is balance sheet, and what is general ledger, what is ledger, like this question. That's what I said that videos. And Bharti, you raised one question over there. Something
Yes,
not,
sir.
something is not recorded. I know that, because of like on that time recording was not automated. Then we made it automatic. So then it's not recording, and that I cannot do anything right now. But you try to understand what you are not understanding. You can ask me that question. But did you get anything from that? Any question
Yes.
you have in that? Any questions you
Mm,
have?
ac- Sir, in before starting the third video, so you have discussed about the general entry lasers, then profit and loss. So how to use in SAP? So I don't understand how to do easier to get with familiar with the SAP system.
Don't go for SAP system. My question was there. Did you understand accounting? Can you tell me what is ledger? Both of you. Just tell me what is ledger. My question is very simple. What is
Where all the entries are posted.
okay? Okay, what is general ledger?
Gen-
So yeah, where like all the financial transactions we record centrally is general ledger.
Hmm? See, my question is what is ledger? And the second question is what is general ledger? A basic question. Yes, tell me. Yes, please. Simple question, right?
Right. Ledger is like where we post journal entries,
Hmm.
and journal ledger is where
like
like
some
a
lasers like
central record, total record of the companies where financial transactions are recorded, which is used to prepare the final statements like balance sheet, income statement,
What did you say for the ledger?
where we post journal entries, journal entries like where it's a collection of journal entries, we can say.
Then what is general ledger?
Like it's total record of all the um, transactions, other transactions also, like financial other transactions,
What is journal entries are also financial, right?
right? So it
Then
is basically general ledger only.
and then there should be different, right? General ledger and ledger.
Yeah, there should be different. But we usually use general ledger only, right?
But there is a concept of ledger is also there.
Yeah, initially we were saying only ledger. I mean,
Yes, it is actually wrong. Okay, I tell you, ledger. You have you get money, right?
Right.
Hmm?
Yes.
Suppose your husband, just assume, Bharti, and your husband gives you 1 lakh rupees
Mm-hmm.
and you spend that. Then he asks, "What did you do?" You want to account it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm? You say, just take this example generically. You say,
Mm-hmm.
I spent on provisions 30,000 rupees, okay, on some shopping 20,000 rupees, then food, or like maybe hotel and food and other things 10,000 rupees, and traveling 10,000 rupees. Like that, you may give the accounting to him. And he says that, okay, you he had given 1 lakh, and he says that, okay. So he says that I had given 1 lakh last month also. What did you do? You give the same. Okay, you may give some different figures, but you give the same, or you may add something else. So every month he gives 1 lakh rupees, and you are doing that every month. Okay, he says at the end, okay, maybe at the end of the year, he says, okay, can you tell me what is the total amount of provisions you have done? Or else I want all year what you have done, that 1 lakh rupees each month, what I'm giving. Okay, then you have to go back and check everything whatever you have said like this, or else maybe somewhere else you recorded, right? Somewhere else you have written and thrown out, and you check out, okay, I spent, maybe in WhatsApp you have sent this, and you check everything, okay. So every month you have sent this, every month you collectively give, and you give the collective report. Am I right? You send it this in WhatsApp, and collectively you do this. And as you know, he is going to ask every year end. Okay, he is going to ask, okay, the totals. Next time, instead of sending in WhatsApp, what you do, you maintain Excel. In Excel, you maintain, okay, like for January, okay, provision this, okay, for February, provision this, and all the things you maintain like that. Okay, shopping this much and other things. What is the difference you see here and here? In WhatsApp, you are sending every month, and in Excel, you are maintaining in one Excel, and you are sending this. Okay,
The sorting way is different, like because the recording way is different. Like according to account per account heading, here we are recording their total monthly wise recording.
that's it. Are you getting my point, Bharti?
Yes, sir.
So this is nothing but ledger, January ledger, February ledger, maybe provision ledger, right?
Mm, okay.
Systematically documented, no?
Oh yes, your what we call definition is going to be proven right here. Don't you think that this is ledger? Okay, if you maintain Jan, February, Jan, okay, monthly ledger. Okay, if you maintain expenses wise ledger, then it's an expenses ledger. Provision, okay, provision. Here I mentioned provision. Okay, January how much I spent, February how much I spent. Like that also I can mention. Whatever the way, yeah, however I want to show it out. Am I correct, na? This is also ledger, right?
Right. Okay.
Don't you agree that this is ledger? You may you may add in systematic way. You may add like, okay, amount and other things and all, totals up and other things and all. And you may take away pivot, and you may give, okay, total provisions this much, and total this one this much. That means what I'm trying to tell you, a ledger is a book which collects. Book means it's in folder or book which collects all the particular data, particular uh, what we say, I can say the word like respective, respective, or its required data it will collect in a structured way. So if you use this report to show it to your husband, it's a ledger. But
Mhm.
using this, if you prepare a P&L account and balance sheet, then it's going to be a general ledger. Are you getting my point?
The same thing if we use it for balance sheet, you said. So that is general ledger.
Yes. Example, I just done this. Your husband is giving this 1 lakh rupees, and you are giving this.
Yes.
It's a ledger.
So these are ledgers,
Yeah.
simple like what we make at home usually.
Uh,
Roughly we make.
just
So,
assume that you assume that you are running a business. Okay.
mm-hmm.
You spend every month 1 lakh or something, whatever the things. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
you get some returns also. And at
Yeah.
the end, using this information, you prepare P&L account. Then these things will become
Okay.
general ledger.
Okay.
These informations will become this will become general ledger. This is the general ledgers, and using that you are going to prepare P&L account. That information. That
Okay.
means general ledgers are which are used to prepare balance sheet and P&L account for financial things. And ledger is a concept of collecting the data. What Bharti said, the same.
Okay.
See, this is a small differences which we never come to know until we don't face something in real time. In colleges, we never come to know,
Right. Right.
right?
Right.
But these are the key basics I required. Only these basics are required. We don't require any definition. We need a logic. That's it. How and these things works. Okay. Like this, lot of questions.
Okay.
Say, for example, we have ledger is there in SAP, general ledger is there, and we have sub ledger is there. So when you want to understand what is sub ledger, then you should know what is actually ledger, then general ledger, then you can go for sub ledger. Unless we don't understand what is actually ledger, okay, ledger means we go for general ledger. Okay, no, ledger is different, general ledger is different, and general ledger informations which we are going to use it to prepare P&L account and balance sheet. Always remember this. This is what I said in this very clearly with the examples in that video. I try my best to give the clarity over there. See, it is just like, do you have a newspaper in at your home now?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. Do
I
you
have.
have, Bharti, you have newspaper maybe, local language, maybe in your English? Any?
इंग्लिश हिंदी डिपेंड करता है.
Hmm. Any newspaper you have at home now?
Okay.
You have any newspaper?
So should I
Right
get it?
now?
You have in your hand now?
Yes, I have, but it is in Hindi.
Okay, let it be in Hindi and let it be in English for Harnit.
Mm.
Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Now, just open a page. Try this. Please try this. Open a page.
Wait, wait, wait.
No, no,
Then
don't.
let me get it then.
Listen fully. Listen fully. Listen fully. Open a page.
Okay.
But don't just close the headings. Before reading the headings, close it. Don't read the headings. You should not see at all. And just try to read what is the details. Try that. English or Hindi. You have to, oh, as soon as you open the paper, and you should not see the headings and directly start reading what is actually the details will be there in the below, right? Try to do that. Don't see the headings. Can you try, both of you, quickly? Are you trying? Are you there?
Okay.
Are you trying, both of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, trying.
Try.
But automatically the
Yeah.
they're going on the topic.
Topic पे.
Don't see the document.
Automatically we go.
You have to, you will go, but close with your hand. Close with your hand.
Okay.
Close with your hand and try. Just open another page. Close with your hand. First headings. Don't read it.
Okay.
Close it and
Okay.
try to read it.
Okay. So from this long topic, we will not get the basic idea, main idea, like the whole thing from the whole thing. Like,
Yes. See, you try this. After this class, also you try this. Okay. If you try to read a paper without seeing the headings, you don't understand actually what is actually they are telling. Understanding my question? So that
yeah,
Yeah, correct.
understood.
yes, I just open up. Okay, I stop sharing for a minute. See, this is the reality. Many people do not understand. If I tell this, also many people laugh. Actually, many people laugh. But actually, try this trick. I share you one thing. Wait.
No, this is really good thing that this is live examples like tax thing or newspaper thing. These are, I think this is your learnings actually. Basically, I think you learn from your own experiences these things. You are right that it's not like explained in the classes and the schools.
Sorry, I did not get you. What?
Yeah, we got it. We got it.
Yeah, sorry, I did not get what did you say. That's the reason I asked. What is that actually?
Oh, okay. Yeah, means
Last word I did not get.
okay. No, means like it's your own experiences that you are sharing. You are right that it's not taught in the schools or the colleges.
This
Yeah,
is what
that's true.
the reality, right? Like when you go to companies, do not play with our confidence; they play with our skills. If I say, okay, I know everything, that's it. Okay, you show it there, they tell. If you want to show, you should know the ways. But there
Hmm.
is no way of like taking a lot of risk on something. Something. Okay, see what I do. Now you see, I am sharing my screen. See this. You read this. I just close this one. Okay. See the entry in the Blinkit, Swiggy, Instamart, and Zepto is transforming the shopping habits in smaller towns, with consumers increasingly opting for larger packs and premium variants and everything. See, when you're reading this, the problem is your mind is not getting a clear idea, or else not connecting actually where it's
Yeah,
heading.
yeah.
Where it is heading.
What it is trying to tell exactly? Like it's not.
Yeah. Now you see the same thing. I just open here. It's not opening. New PDF. So actually, the topic is not opening. But what happens when you see the headings and understand? Okay, then it's going to be easy. Your mind automatically get connected. Actually, what you are writing and what, sorry, what you are reading,
Reading. Mm.
right? You can try this thing.
Right.
Same
Right.
way, the same way your SAP concept also works. Here only I can delete this, not a problem. See now you see big pack theory. Big QCOM turns talk of the town. So large packs, premium everyday goods in demand across the tire and 2 3 markets on the platform, catching on the quick and quick. So now you read this. You get the idea
Mm.
what's actually going there, and then you can read this easy. That means when your classes is going on and the classes of SAP is going on, when you have an idea, actually the headings, that is your mindset of learning,
Mm.
where you are heading, what you are trying to, that automatically finishes your 40 to 50% of idea what exactly you are trying to understand. Or else
Mm.
you will be just reading like this without knowing this part. You keep reading everything like here. Keep reading, you to keep practicing, but you never come to know what is you are doing. If you understand this heading, that means heading means what I am telling. So you have to understand the purpose and the set your mind actually where you are, what you are learning actually. To learn is consulting. You have to understand what is actually consulting. Okay, and
Mm.
SAP FICO consultant. What is the purpose? Just I had given some example. And if that is so, what is the basic idea which you require to know? Basic idea means it's just like in headings. That means
Mm.
it's a financial accounting and controlling model which you are trying to learn. Then you should know the financial accounting. That means accounting basics. Example, maybe a simple one. What is ledger? What is general ledger? Try these questions. Can you tell me what is trial balance? This questions was there in college itself. Everyone knows. Can you tell me what is trial balance? What is the purpose behind it? A simple question. And tell me what is actually why you required P&L and balance sheet.
So P&L is to check the profitability of the company
Hmm. Okay. Why you require
and
profitability?
the
See,
balance.
I give a simple question for your this one example. Then we'll continue that. Okay.
Okay,
Just
try.
just try this. If you are talking like that, that means you are telling that okay, P&L account is a company profitability. It's a definition which we have mug up from the colleges. Okay,
Yeah.
right? Uh, but I
But colleges, I don't remember now even in so
but
many years.
so we keep listening from the college days or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is there. That is recorded in our mind. But
Yeah.
I have a P&L account here, and this I'll make it as a balance sheet. Just assume or a statement. You can name it anything. So you started with a business of cash of 1,000 rupees. Just assume this business, okay? And you took a bank loan of 1,000 rupees, and you started your business, okay? And here only I'll maintain two accounts, okay? One is sales here, another one is expense. All expenses. I take all expenses means maybe salary, maybe miscellaneous, maybe conveyance, maybe petrol, maybe salary, maybe rent, whatever it is. All expenses and all sales. I may sell whatever trading, production, whatever it is. I sell and get the revenue. So I keep spending from my pocket, and I keep spending, and I keep getting the revenue. At the end of the year, okay, I don't add this at this moment. Okay, let it be very simple. Okay, so I keep doing the business. Just assume that I started a new business with 1,000 rupees. It may be 1,000 rupees, it may be 1,000 crores limit. Okay, you see this 1,000 rupees I have in my hand, and so at the end of the year I see this. Okay, I got 1,200 rupees left. and my pocket. It's everything is cash and carry. Then the 200 rupees is my profit only, right? Because I keep buying and selling, maybe producing whatever you do. So at the end of the only cash and carry. Just assume one assumption you can do it is cash and carry, one assumption. Then I got my profit, right? 200 rupees is my profit. Am I correct, man?
Correct.
So if you have something in your pocket, 1,000 rupees, and you keep spending and you keep adding, keep spending and keep adding every day. At the end of the year, you see that okay, that the cash what you left 1,000 rupees is made 1,200 rupees is there. Then you can easily get that 1,200, right? That 200 rupees is profit, right?
Right.
Am I correct, Bharti?
Yes, sir.
Take this example. I in one Excel column, okay, I keep doing okay. I expenses I'll write okay. What is my expenses? Like okay, I have cash. Just assume 1,000 rupees I have cash. Okay, and okay, I do some salary minus 100. Okay, salary 100 rupees, and the miscellaneous expenses 20 rupees. Minus I'm entering. Okay, maybe rent 30 rupees. Okay, maybe you can take any like purchases like products or something. Some purchases you can make it okay 300 rupees to or 500 rupees, and I do the sales. Okay, uh, for 800 rupees. Like this every day I keep entering like this salary, that whatever I keep giving them in my cash. And if I see this difference here, 1,150, that is 150 is my profit, right? I left with 150, 1,150 total. You can plus and minus. This is also my P&L account and balance sheet as well. Am I right? Do you agree with this? I got my profit, right? Even Reliance company, if they do like this, they get their profit automatically. Not a big deal. Finding out the profit and loss is not only the key. It's also a key factor, but it's not only the key factor to prepare P&L account. It's a controlling of the business actually. You should understand, why do we prepare two accounts? Why can't we prepare one account for balance sheet? And you have to understand the relationship between these. Go deeper.
Mm.
Go deeper. Then SAP is very simple. I'm telling you very clearly, understanding SAP is not a big deal. I'm always say this. When you have this clarity in your mind, a simple question. What is general ledger? What is this? What is journal entry? Why we require? Don't go for what is. Go for why should we write journal entry. Don't go for what. Try this. What is trial balance? Why do we require? Why were we preparing it? This is what you have to go deeper. Okay, when you become expert in this, and finishing this topic is just like you keep getting whatever I am telling there, because everything is dependent on these basics that we know but students never understand until they face. So they if they don't understand, they fail here. We This is the point, they fail. If you want to be expert in SAP, if you want to easy, if you want to develop your skills, see, I cannot teach you everything in SAP. Don't think that this is just a 0.1% of the topic which I entered in SAP of FICY. I'm telling.
Mm.
Okay, SAP is not a small software. That FICO itself is a not small. Like go to general entity, what all the things are there. What is this SKF, statistical key figure? What is this information system? Under that, if you go there, lot of reports. How that reports are going to be prepared? What is cash flow? This and all we cannot teach, but you can understand only when you understand SAP in a clear, logical way. If you want to understand that logical way, you have to understand these topics very clearly. I want why you have to give the logic behind it. Don't tell the definitions. Okay, ledger. Okay, general ledger we prepare. Why we require general ledger? Why do you, what's the purpose behind that general ledger? Why did we start creating general ledger? Do you think that this concept is started okay at a time? No, don't think that. Just like a Reliance company, if your child sees that, okay, Reliance company, Reliance group of companies, okay, they say, oh, Reliance Ambani is very big. They think that okay, Reliance Ambani is from the beginning is like that, but they have not started like that. 40, 50 years back, they were just started with a simple company, Vimal. Now they developed like that. So this concept also not started with uh, together. They based on the requirement, they keep adding the features to the accounting concept. That features has been used in SAP development. Not only SAP, you go to any ERP in the world, they use these features. Who understand these features, then they can easily understand any ERP in the world, not only SAP. SAP to understand. This is the
Okay.
reality. This is what I try to always say to the students. When you go through like this, maybe in the initial stage, you may take 3, 4 classes for this only. Don't worry. You may waste for three. Don't say that waste. It's okay. You may spend okay 5 classes, 6 classes. May you may spend on this. But when you're very clear with this, there are some a couple of topics also adds. But my question is always why? Okay. When you understand this, then if you go to SAP, right, you never get confused over there because you get the clarity over there why you are doing. See, I have one batch here, one person here. Okay, he's from German actually. He's a project manager of SAP. So the problem is like 10 years of SAP is working and other, but he's not having idea of okay of accounting. You know, right? I started with basic accounting, just like he do not know what is actually entry and what is actually accounting itself. But he wants because he is under him. Lot of consultants are working project manager, but he is not getting what they are telling, and they use the terminologies. Then you see the same concept which I used here. So I given an example of okay, what is actually profit and other things, how the connectivity is done. Why I'm telling these things, if you understand, understanding SAP is not a big deal. Please understand this. Then we started with accounting actually, SAP. Okay, so my question, my suggestion, you both of you go through this that videos which I had given right now. You go and see that videos which you try to see that videos before. And my question, I had given an idea why we require that videos to be seen. Go and check that video. Okay, just like this.
Okay.
I had given headings now. Then you try to understand. I had given my best. I had given my best over there. What and all you can understand, and come back with your question with that. Correct yourself here. Then every moment of your recipe, this one, we are going to use this logics. You asked me that in a
Okay.
FS00 we have this question. Okay, sir. In a like we have doubts in FS00, right?
Right. Mhm.
Yes. I think my guess is you must be having a question here in accounting.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
We have, yeah. Before that also, in this also, yeah, we
Yeah.
have.
So generally, people will get this clarity they don't get, okay, unless they don't have the clarity logic behind this usage. What is this actually? Here is the balance sheet and P&L account. Then non-operating, which is a business non-operating. Secondary cost element is for costing. That cash account is a bank. But if you don't know actually the relationship of these non-operating and these things, if I sell that it's a mechanical, you will understand this. Okay, this you should be used, but what's the concept? So because see here, if I use a bank account, say for example, I open up here, I just create a bank account. Okay, it's already there. Here I let open. Okay, see, balance sheet, the system do not ask anything. If I give here this cash account, system automatically gives this sub account type. If you go inside our sub account, we have the concept of reconciliation. How that what is actually reconciliation? If you want to understand, then you should know the subledger concept. If you want to know the subledger concept, then you should know the actual what is general ledger first. If you want to understand these things, then it's easy. Then mechanically I can say okay, you can use that. Even I have the some of the for basics things we have that PDF also. If you see that, you can practice in the same way, but you never understand.
Mm.
So say for example, if I select this sub account, then it will give one more account, one more option here. Then how I can make this understand? Then only by basic understanding. Okay, so this is
Mm-hmm.
accounting only. It's not out of accounting. Believe it. We have here, you never see this P&L account in your practice. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you never see this. One second, please. Oh God, Sunday evening marketing call. Okay, please tell me. So, like this. So that means you have to understand, go through this, the confidence level of understanding whatever the way which I turn the questions, you should be able to explain it in a proper accounting logic. Don't go for the definition, don't go for the concept. I don't want all those things. Only you should understand the logic behind it, why it is started. Understanding, you take this trial balance. If you see the definition, we get some idea, but you never get idea why it is actually we are preparing trial balance. You should come up with answers. Okay, so this is the way which you have to start your journey. See, I am telling you very clearly, your interest makes me to give you more idea. Initially you can check out my any classes. Maybe Harnit, you have seen my in Henry Irwin, you have seen Edwin and Monica was there, and
Yes, sir.
I had given the same this one, and even in the batch where Edwin is, Monica is there also. Actually, if you might have seen that in the video, okay.
Yes, sir.
Uh, but I had given the same first motivation, the clarity. Ultimately, when the people are not coordinating, we keep reducing that. If they are interested, and maybe one person, Monica is really doing something good, and we are trying my
Mm-hmm.
best. And like that, please make sure this if you make sure these things, then you are. So say for example, like why we get this, and what is the purpose behind it? Purpose, like this lot of questions you have to you'll arise. So my suggestion now, don't try to look into SIP
Mm-hmm.
this week. Go with that videos again. Go with that videos again. Now try to understand. I had given from the starting of like a birth of accounting. I tried my best. I believe that's the way I started. From the birth of accounting, that means how accounting started, concept of accounting started, we started. Okay, from there we started. Now you go and check that for 3 4 videos. Don't neglect that. If you miss a class of okay, maybe in future, maybe I'm doing general ledger accounting, maybe accounts payable, maybe assets, you can easily recover by these basics when you see that video. But if you miss these basics now, entire course you can finish, but you never be confident. You never be confident with what exactly you are doing. If you want to be confident, you must get that clarity. Don't don't think that okay, it's not required or something. I tell you with my experience, it's required. Please, okay, be serious about that.
Okay.
So this one is there for you. Go through that video. If you get any questions, you message me only. Don't message Balaj, because it's a basic which I covered with my my logic, because Balraj also knows that logic. I know that. But preparing this basic is important. So I'll take care of that. You message me for a call if you're getting, make your questions, okay, where you're not understanding. Maybe some videos which is not recorded or something. If you're linking, missing the links or something, come up with your questions. Ask me basic doubt. Maybe you may ask, okay, sir, I'm not actually getting what is accounting. You may get confused. No problem. I give the clarity. But if you pass out this, then you'll be expert. All
Okay.
topics will go faster than whatever you expect. Okay. So today in this batch in BF and 22, we are in costing actually. Okay. So actually, yesterday I made class morning, but evening the class like today I did not take because of that my father's sister expired.
Mm.
Yesterday I had taken. Today I was not able to take. That next class we are still there. We are billing in the sales and distribution topic, module integration. But you see here that is not other than accounting, debit and credit only. Okay,
That, okay. Yeah.
it's not more than that what we do. So everything is just like this: actual costing and this one and this one. So you keep understanding this. But if you want to be confident, if you want to be expert, try this way. If you are not
Okay.
giving 100% here, and in future you lose your 100%, whatever the motivation I do, you lose. You don't understand. You will not be having that much time to go back and see. Every day you get questions, just like okay, right, the last one I tell you. So why do you feel guilt? Why do you feel guilt? Guilt. The question of guilt. So if you get early morning or in the while sleeping, we get some feel. Sometimes we feel guilt. Something. Say for example, if you wasted your time today, you may feel okay. I wasted my time or something. Or else you say I have done something which is not actually ethical. You feel guilt in the early morning or something like that. So why do you feel guilt when you are not done your work properly? Am I right? When you are not
Right.
actually have your responsibility you missed or something. Sometimes some guilts always it will be there because you already experienced. Both of you are already good experience and this one. We feel guilt for lifetime. Say for example, in college you maybe you might be taken a wrong decision of like taking a college which you wanted to go for a good college or a good course. You, due to some emotions, due to some circumstances, you might have taken the wrong decision of joining other college that might have changed your entire lifetime. You keep here and there you keep feeling it. Okay, I should have do that, I should have do that. Am I right?
Yeah, right. Sometimes it happens.
It's a
Yeah.
long term guilt and short term guilt. The same
Yeah.
way, the same way. If you have not and try to do your 100% here, you feel guilt in future when you understand.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
we use this what this logics over there. Okay, please understand this.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
So go through that video again. Seriously go
Yeah. Okay.
and not getting anything. You just clear before Friday. Don't wait for me to next class. Okay, try to clear before Friday and come back. Then get ready on the next Saturday so that we can start SAP directly. Unless you are not clear here, I don't go to the next topic.
Okay.
I'm too late.
So weekends only is decided now, right, sir?
Yes, weekends only we'll do it, not weekdays. Weekdays, the problem is from morning to evening we're tired out. Okay, evening we'll not be having that much energy. For you it's maybe morning, but for me it's evening. Okay, so
Yeah.
meetings, that is and all that it's already experienced to me. We some days we don't get time because of like a regular like commitment, maybe some meetings or maybe something that this and all
Yes.
classes miss and this one.
Yeah.
So if you take average, it's going to be the same time which you are going to. Weekend if you spend 2 hours and if weekdays every day 1 hour, it's just the same way. Okay, so we will go like this. Weekends is best. Sometimes we will shift it to weekdays also if you are busy or if I am busy like that. If both are like
So
we will.
today, okay. So today, like Saturday, Sunday, sometimes we feel 2 hours for you also. It's sometimes difficult, like long, two and a half
I
hours.
had taken continuously 6 hours
For
class.
us, like it will be so many things, but for
See,
us, it's okay because then for 5 days we will be
Arnit,
reviewing all
see,
this.
Arnit, I had with my experience. Yes, it's difficult if you to continuously talk 2 hours, but obviously I take a break in between,
Okay,
depending on the time and some circumstances. Okay, and
okay,
we had done this like I said, right, like from 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. to some days 4 p.m. in the Sundays, Saturdays evening till 10:30, 10 o'clock we have done continuously because of regular different
Yeah,
not
batches.
not my own batch, but from different institutes and different own batch and other meetings like that. Let's keep going. But we get tired. Definitely, we get tired. I'm not telling that I'm a Superman. But
Yeah.
so to maintain that energy only, I'm telling you. See, if you want to ease your classes and if you want to be effective, first four classes give your 100%.
Okay.
Whatever the logic which I'm expecting, if you can tell that logic, both of you, then entire course is going to be very easy. And with energetic, with we keep energetically, we keep going.
Okay.
Seriously, I'm
Okay.
telling. Seriously, I'm telling. This is the thing, and we are like weekends. Will as of now next week we'll meet weekend. If something is really required, we can change it. Sometimes we may shift it to weekdays. Like
Yeah.
if we are busy in the weekends or something like that.
Yeah,
Like
actually, sir, like what we wanted, like now, if weekend is fine, but what we wanted, like every day at least, not we don't want like every time 1 hour or 2 hour class. So we thought in that way that every day if we get it, then every day practice will be going on, whether it is 45 to 50 minutes for with sir, that would be good enough for us. So
see,
that's
that's
what.
what I see. The problem I tell you.
Yeah, for you, I know time restrictions are there.
So some days I get meeting at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, then I need to postpone it for 8 o'clock or something. Okay, some days I may go to offices, this client place and other things and all. I will reach home at 7:30.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah,
Okay, so
we understand.
I may reach late also. I may reach early, but may not be. You know this traffic right in Bangalore and all.
Exactly, exactly. I know.
Traveling to 60, 70 kilometers up and down. It's like this is so that's the race. What we do now,
And
yes,
mhm.
you do for this week, you do this next week plan is we meet Saturday, Sunday. Okay, Saturday,
Okay,
Sunday. Then we plan. Okay, like let us this topic complete. Then we plan. We will see that how it goes. Then we can change. So maybe one Saturday we take, Sunday we leave, and in between in a weekday we will plan for next week like
okay.
that. Okay, maybe on Wednesday
Yeah,
we meet and again Saturday we meet. Like that also we can go ahead. Okay.
okay. Yeah,
So
yeah,
that we
yeah, yeah.
plan. Next week for this week you take entire week and 100% you give this. You call me and
Okay,
ask me the logic. I ask you the questions over there only. You don't need to wait for the next class. Please understand, Bharti and Harin, both of you. Please don't wait
okay,
Okay.
for the next class to ask the doubts and next class to get the clarity of it. You should be ready before the next class.
okay.
That's
Okay,
what is the
sir. Sure.
expectation. Okay, see
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
video again now, and whatever the explanation which I have done, this you start linking. It's this is headings which I have given today. The details are there. The
Okay,
details are there so that you usually understand what I said over there. Okay. Hmm?
okay. Yeah. Okay,
Okay, do that. Stop sharing for a minute, and I share this file to you, both of you.
okay, sir. Yeah, that would be great.
Just
And
the Excel also I share you if you want that whatever the explanation which I have done for the class in the video, that also I share you. Okay,
okay,
yes, I share both the files. Okay, yeah,
okay,
go through this and come back. Hmm? Thank you. We'll meet next week, this first day, and even today is not that much a good day for me, and we'll connect on next Saturday, and we'll continue for next 2 hours. Okay, bye bye.
okay, sir.
This
Okay,
video,
bye,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
this video link will be shared soon. Maybe tomorrow it will be shared.
Okay,
Okay, yeah,
okay, sir.
nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.